So what's going on guys, Kate's here and welcome back to a brand new video. For today I will show you the best Python build in the first Descendant. In this quick guide I will show you how to get this weapon the fastest, then what are the best modules, then how can you upgrade it, and then lastly we will take a closer look at the gameplay and weapon mods, so you would know the reason behind every single attachment choice and what exactly will give us this insane damage and much more. If this sounds interesting to you, then let's get right into it. So our Python is a submachine gun with an extremely high fire rate and a powerful unique ability that lowers the non-attribute resistances of your target by aiming at their weak points. Despite its strong recoil and low base critical hit rate, it remains an excellent weapon because you can equip modules that compensate for its weaknesses. In total, we will get up to 700,000 damage, and I've even seen my other friends using this exact setup, but having everything upgraded to the max and getting about 800k DPS. So this weapon has a huge potential as long as you use this exact setup. So then the way you get this weapon is by first of all reaching Mastery rank 10, then obtaining the Python blueprint, nanotube blueprint, polymer syncytium, and the Python synthetic fiber blueprint. There are many locations that you can farm these materials in, but the best ones that worked for me were the intercept battles, then Vespers on hard mode, specifically the Abyssal Void Fusion Reactor, and the Vespers Ruins, and then finally the Agna Desert Zone, specifically the Abyssal Void Fusion Reactor. Once you have all of these materials, then now is the time to research it. So you have to spend 100k gold and then talk to Anais at Albion and select the request research. So then when you get it, for mods we wanna go with the real life fighter that decreases accuracy by 20%. But now, when we successfully attack the enemy's weak point, our weapon's ADK gets 3% increase for 5 seconds, and this can stack up to 10 times. This mod will give us an insane boss damage by us sacrificing our accuracy. But as Python accuracy is already horrible, and we will be always in close range, so we get to increase our damage basically with zero downside. Then Rifling Reinforcement, which increases our ADK by 12%, then Expand Weapon Charge, which increases the rounds per magazine by 12%, then Action and Reaction, which increases ADK by 15% and recoil by 5%, then Maximize Weight Balance, which increases rounds per magazine by 8% and upgrades weak point damage by 2%, then Have Aiming, that increases weak point damage by 10% but decreases accuracy by 5%, then Weak Point Sight, which increases weak point damage by 10% but reduces accuracy by 5%. And finally the Fire Rate Up, which increases our fire rate by 6%. So our main goal is to use recoil mods, so you could get better control of the Python, making it easier to target the enemy's weak point and trigger the weapon's unique ability. Additionally, we equip the modules that increase the weapon's fire rate and magazine capacity to improve our overall damage output. So this way we remove all of the weaknesses of the Python and make him a godlike weapon. As you can see, because of our setup, we can do 500,000 DPS. So our setup, like for most players, is focused on ADK, crit damage and crit rate increase as much as humanly possible. As I said at the start, the numbers will vary on the reactor, your Descendant modules, and how high or low your weapon levels are. So what I recommend to do is use this exact build, then choose which Descendant you want to use it on, and then just scroll through my channel and you will find the best build for every single character. So then just combine this Python build with your favorite Descendant build and that's it. Now you have the highest damage build in the game. And then last but not the least, let me show you how can you upgrade this weapon. So when you craft it, you will start at level 1, but by using the repair station workbench and by dismantling all the other weapons that you don't use, you will be able to upgrade it. So that's why I recommend to break down your useless weapons rather than selling them, because credits are way easier to earn than the materials. So keep getting materials and upgrading your weapon, and then on top of that you can use the weapon readjustment mechanic, which allows you to use the workbench to reroll your weapon stats. Moreover, you can reroll all of your stats at once, or lock down individual stats you like and only reroll the ones you don't. And the stats that we want to get are crit damage, crit rate and ADK increase. And finally, the last third way to improve our weapon is by leveling up our unique ability. So each ultimate weapon comes with a unique ability that gives it a powerful effect and you can enhance it even more. However, unlike the weapon transmission and weapon readjustment, there is no unique crafting material required, so for you to enhance this ability, you will have to craft a duplicate. Then take that level 1 Python to the workbench and sacrifice it to upgrade your unique ability to a stronger version, and it's that simple. So with all of this out of the way, now comes the fun part, which is the gameplay mechanics. The best way to use this gun is within close range, because this weapon has a small magazine size and has incredibly bad accuracy, so we basically use it as a shotgun and gain insane DPS. The best way to use Python is by pairing it up with a high damage or high mobility character, such as Glay, Bunny or Freyna. Glay's frenzied state will boost the damage of its high-powered weapon even further to achieve the maximum DPS. Furthermore, this can be a great weapon for just about any character, because of its insane damage. However, as I've said, its main downside is the small size of magazine and bad accuracy. So with our high fire rate and only 25 rounds per magazine, you will be speeding through your ammo very quickly. So that's why we basically want to use it similar to our shotgun playstyle. And that's about it. So with that said, I really do appreciate everyone for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or suggestions, then feel free to leave your comments in the comment section down below. And while you're doing that, please click like, subscribe and enable that notification bell, so this way you could support the channel and not miss any more amazing content. With that said, you have an amazing day and I will see you in the next one. So take it easy. Peace.